Today I'm going to teach you guys 2-look PLL. 2-look PLL is a simplified version of 1-look PLL, which is over 20 algorithms. But with this version, you can still be fast and only have to learn 6 algorithms. So the first step is to recognize which case you have. So we can have 2 possible cases, and it's if we have headlights or if we don't have headlights. Headlights are basically if you look at these 9 stickers in total, if you find one side where 2 colors are matching, then you call those headlights. You can only have 1 or 0 headlights in a PLL case. So with this one, we look at all 4 sides, and there are no headlights. So we will call this case case B, and we will call this case case A. So if you have case A, make sure to follow along with me. So this is what you do. You take this pair here, and then you bring it back. So this is part of an algorithm, which I'll show up here. And then we put the pair in like that, but then we go one more move this way. And then U prime, R prime, U prime, then R, U, R prime, F prime. Now there are many different finger tricks you can use for that algorithm. I think the best one is kind of clenching it and using a non-regrip U like this. Then the algorithm you execute for if you have case B is right up here. This is how you do it. So you first do an F, and then you take this pair and put it inside here. Then move this pair back out, and then move this side down, and then move an F prime, and then now do the standard 4 moves that you should have learned from your beginner method, and then you can do a sledgehammer, or you can put this pair in like this. So if you kind of want a smoother flow, it should look like this. And here are the finger tricks for that algorithm. So you pull with the index finger down, then this part is pretty straightforward until here, which you have to do a non-regrip F like this. And then the rest is straightforward. You regrip here and then do a F with your thumb. Once you have finished the set algorithms for the relative cases, you probably shouldn't be done unless you got lucky. And if you got lucky, then you should probably rewind to this part of the video to watch the other cases if you don't get lucky. So you should have solved all the corners by now, but you need to do the edges at this point. So here's how you do that. You first need to recognize if there are 4 edges or if there are 3 edges. If there are 3 edges, we're going to call this 1, and if there are 4 edges, we'll call this 2. Now I'll show you how to solve the 1 case. You need to first recognize which way the edges are moving. So if this edge goes here, this edge goes here, this edge goes here, this is a clockwise spin. So we call this case A. So 1A, and this is 1B because it goes counterclockwise. This one goes here, this one goes here, and this one moves all the way over here. Here is the algorithm for case 1A. Right up here. I'll mirror it for the lefty people. And then here's the algorithm for case 1B, which is the counterclockwise spin. This is the algorithm for if you were a lefty. Moving on to case 2, which is where we have 4 edges misoriented. Here's how you solve it. So you first need to recognize if the edge is swapping with the edge on the opposite side of it, or if it's swapping it with the one next to it. So in this case, we are swapping this edge with this edge. So this is the next case, and this is called the opposite case. We'll call this case 1, this case 2. So I'll first teach you how to solve case 1. The algorithm is up here. Here's the algorithm if you are a lefty. Moving on to case 2b, this is the swap, this is the adjacent swap, where you're switching the edge with the edge it's next to be. So you put the edge that's on the left right here and the edge that's on the right here. So this is the first edge, this is the second edge they need to swap. So you hold it in this position and you do this algorithm. And you'd have to hold it like this for if you're a lefty, and you do this. Once you finish learning all of these techniques, your PLL may look as fast as this. So that's it for this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed, and make sure to leave a like if you think this tutorial was helpful. And thank you for watching the video.